Vote coverage. Today is election day, but not for everyone. It's an off-year election, meaning that some cities and counties opt in to have elections. That way they can get votes on measures that have a more local impact on voters. Our KZI 9 News reporter Aaron Ariano spoke with an expert and an election worker who says these elections are still just as important as the bigger ones.
Over 39,000 people across 7 different districts in Lane County should have received their ballots, according to election officials here. They say usually in these off-year elections, voters turn out between 25 and 35%. As of Tuesday morning, it's at 23%, and they expect more to come in as the 8 p.m. deadline approaches.
But compare those numbers to the 2022 midterms, when Lane County had 69% of registered voters submit ballots. These off-year elections don't have huge turnouts as presidential or general elections. I spoke with Oregon State University political science professor Christopher Stout. He says it's ironic because the thousands of people who received ballots to vote this election have a higher chance of creating change in their community.
In a presidential election, you're going to have over 100 million people voting. Your chance of being the tie-breaking vote in 100 million is basically zero. You have essentially no chance of being the tie-breaking vote. In some of these local elections, just having 1,000 more people vote can drastically swing the outcome of an election.
And take it from someone like Russ Norberg, who's worked on every election night, big and small, for the past 20 years. He says every single one has had an impact, and he works this job because of his respect for the process.
It just satisfies my curiosity to see how things operate and how it is faithful. And we all here are doing a very good job of keeping it honest.
And what's keeping it honest every election going forward are these cameras inside the offices. You can now live stream the election process online at lanecounty.org.
If you never received a ballot, that's because you don't live in any of the 7 districts that have a measure on the ballot tonight, according to the county clerk. They say if you're still uncertain, give them a call or come into their offices and they'll provide you an answer. You have until 8 p.m. tonight to drop off your ballot in a drop box or postmark it by mail. Reporting from downtown Eugene, Aaron Ariano, KZI 9 News.
All right, Aaron, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those ballot measures you'll be seeing today. Lane County Measure 2344 is the dissolution or closure of the Pleasant Hill Rural Fire Protection District. Measure 2345 is related. This is the dissolution of the Goshen Rural Fire Protection District. And Measure 2347 is the formation of the Pleasant Hill Goshen Rural Fire Protection District with a permanent tax. So basically closing both of those fire departments and making one. In Lane County, Measure 2346 is a 5-year renewal or a local option tax to maintain general operations in the River Road Park and Recreation District. Measure 2348 is a 5-year levy to pay for school operations in the Siuslaw School District. And in Linn County, Measure 22201 is a 5-year local option renewal for swimming pool operations in the Sweet Home School District. Over in Douglas County, Measure 10207 is $6 million in bonds in the Oakland School District. The money would be used to help improve safety and security and pay for upgrades to the softball field and also replace the gym. But the $6 million would also be matched with a $4 million state grant. And like Lane County, Douglas County voters are also having a say in Measure 3048, the 5-year levy to pay for school operations in the Siuslaw School District. Moving to Benton County, Measure 2141. This is a 5-year city livability services local option levy. A tax for everything, including parks and recreation, the Osborne Aquatic Center, the Majestic Theater, and more. In the 2024-2025 fiscal year, this is estimated to raise about $6.5 million.